We could be to the bait shop. I don't know. I don't know how long the bait shop would be going. Fishing plan's been lost connection a couple of times in the last hour and a half or so. Well, welcome, folks. Another week. How are y'all? I hope fine. Got everything running. You got some audio running, Buck? Yeah, looks like it. All right, your level's looking good. All right. Welcome to the... Keeps cutting out like that. We've been running around at kind of level 50 levels and above lakes for quite a few months now. So I thought, well, I had a lot of new subscribers lately, and I'm getting a lot of new comments from beginner fisher persons. So I thought it would be a good time for us to go back and head back to Texas, Lone Star, where we all get our start, and break out the lightweight tackle, do a little fishing over there at Lone Star in Texas. So that's what we're going to do tonight. That's what I'm going to do tonight. You're welcome to join me. And I'm going to turn that music down for me a little bit. Hopefully it still works. The output is good, yeah, so I can think. All right. So hopefully, if some of you new guys are going to join us tonight at 8 o'clock, I'll try to, at least for Lone Star, I'm going to try to hit all my spots that I fish on Lone Star. Break out different type of techniques. Got some float stuff that we're going to talk about. Got a little spinning gear, some flipping sticks I'm going to take with me, a couple of bottom rods, and we're just going to float around the edges there of Lone Star and just try to hit up on just kind of everything. Hopefully we'll catch a lot. Buck, I'm going to try to do something. One of my challenges is I haven't been able to actually sit down and do it. One of the challenges in the game is you got to release 50 fish in a row. So I thought this would be a good time to do that on Lone Star. 50 fish on Lone Star ain't gonna kill me, right? So we'll give it a whirl tonight. It's not gonna be releasing the fish that hurts. What's gonna hurt is the automatic motion of hitting that space bar when that fish comes up. That's what's going to be it. Especially if I get to something like 48, 49 fish and I go and hit that space bar just out of habit. That's what's going to be the tough one for me. Anyway, but we're going to go to Lone Star, all right? Lone Star level 2. 1 day advance license, $200. Doesn't cost much to get there at all. Zero. A little bit of license there. Okay? Species. Got 10. 10 different species over there in Texas. Got anything running here, Buck? No, of course not. You don't have. Never do. Let's try that. Maybe that'll work. We got blacktail shiner over here. Bluegill. Channel cat, green sunfish, golden shiner, the grass pickerel lives in these waters. Smallmouth buffalo is the biggest fish in there right now. Scratch the mad eye buffalo that runs about 13 pounds. These smallmouth buffalo, they're the big guys in here, and the biggest one about 3.5 pounds. I think 3.3. So. Not big. We're going after everything that we're going after is under 5 pounds. Now, Lone Star has some psychotic bass on it. They're just completely insane. They get the bass up to be about 1.9, just barely 2 pounders in over here. But we'll probably have it. They just go nuts. They fly, get stuck under the bridge over there, all up over the bank and stuff. It's goofiness. Well, hopefully they got that fixed. It's been a long time since I've been back at Lone Star. I know when we were here, that's kind of like where you had to fish for club stuff was Lone Star. You just sat there and just nailed crappie all day long. Lovely, lovely sporting event that was. Hopefully we get something a little better next time around for the clubs, which I haven't heard nothing about the clubs at all. So we'll see. I know they were asking people to give their input on the official Discord server for Fishing Planet. That must means they have no idea what to do. I don't know. We'll see. See what we get. Well, we're getting a new map, so that's what's in the news. I wanted to talk about that. In the news, Nomakuda. Yep. Maldives. We're in the Maldives Indian Ocean. Now that's some fishing there, folks, huh? What do you think? Arr, arr, arr. That's some real good fishing. I can't wait. We'll see. I'm not getting all bent out of shape. Everybody jumped up, did videos right away. We got time. They're going to change things. Things are going to happen. Don't worry about it. It's coming. Don't panic. It's coming. I'm thinking they said what? Mid-season, what they like to call their seasons. What do we get most of our big releases right around the end of, right there at the end of the summer, August, somewhere in August time frame. That's where I'm kind of what I'm looking for it to come out. So we'll see. Unless something changes, they put. We got to wait on the Dev Diary. I can't even locate the damn real island that this one's all about because they won't. I can't get a picture of the map. So that's why I'm not getting too excited yet. I know it's. There's 28 islands, 28 clusters of islands, and each one of these clusters has probably got 15 islands that people live on. Each one of it's all atolls and shoals. It's unbelievable. I mean, if you don't know much about Maldives, go there and check it out. Pull out your history books. Get on Google Earth. Check it out. I mean, and I can see right now we're probably going to be on one of the atolls that on the east side, because that's where the sea drops deep right there. It drops right at Maldives, right there on the east where all the tourists are. So it's going to be one of them islands right there on the east. It's going to be deep. So that's going to be cool. Black swordtail or something like that, and swordfish. I'm waiting for the Dev Diaries. That'll tell us everything, really. All right, what do we got here? Nothing on the chat yet. Oh, I don't have to pay attention to the chat. I ain't got no moderators today, so I'm winging it. So I did want to talk about that. And what else is going on? World Bass Tour happening. Okay, I think we got the semis was running today at 2 o'clock. It started, the semifinals. And then the finals are tomorrow. Finals at noon. Now, also something else that's in the news. They got these things going on right now. So on Steam, you guys would play on the Steam account, on Steam platform. I play on both of them. That's why I can tell on one another. On Steam, they got 40% off going on for the Golden and the Deluxe DLCs. So if that's something you just might have checked out, my DLC videos from the other week. I'm sorry it took me so. I should have put that out a year ago, but it was on my list. I finally got it off, so it's off my list. Good deal, huh? I'm finally getting things accomplished. So you can check that out for those Golden and Deluxe DLCs. So they're on sale, 40% off on the Steam platform, fellas. Okay, what else is in the news, Buck? Check your notes so you don't miss nothing in the news. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Okay, it for the news. Back to Lone Star. So we're headed over to Lone Star tonight at 8 o'clock, and I'm gonna float around the place. Use some float tackle, use some spinning gear. Got some lightweight spinning gear, got some lightweight float tackle we're going to take with us tonight. Bottom rod, real lightweight bottom rod. One of the, what is it, a Creek Pro. Got a Creek Pro there, so we'll grab him, bring him along. Mostly telescopic rod, the float rod, omni floats. So talk about that a little bit. Now, the baits that you want to take when you're going to Lone Star. You want to make sure that you have in your arsenal for Lone Star. I mean, and there are a ton of them. Crickets. Okay, on to the next topic. Oh, did I mention crickets? crickets. That's, what can I say? All right, bring some red worms. Right, they give them to you there, so you can pick up your red worms there. Yeah, it worked. The channel cat, so pet food, small cut. Okay, bit of small minnows. So dough balls, semolina, small minnows, pet food, red worms, bread with honey, flies, bloodworms, maggots, corn. Did I mention crickets, grasshoppers, waxworms, marshmallows, small cut, yellow maggots, night crawlers. But you got the baits running, Buck? No, you don't have the bait. Where's my bait at? Missing bait. There it is. Oh, so that reminds the folks. That's it. I mean, that's for all. But your crappies, your bluegill, everything, all your panfish, crickets will do the job, or redworms. Okay, either one of them. You can catch them on bloodworms. You can catch the smallmouth buffalo on redworms. Almost everything in this lake can be caught on a redworm. The only thing I haven't, I think it'll be the channel cat. Probably the only thing I haven't caught on a redworm. Might have to try that. I don't think I've ever attempted going after them. I just naturally just throw some small cut on there for channel cats and go about it. But over here, the pet food works real good in Lone Star. Lone Star's not very deep. We got one deep hole in the whole darn lake, and that's down by the fence, down by the bridge there, the dam. There's a little 10-foot deep hole down there. So, and that's kind of where I like to, if I'm gonna farm Lone Star, I go after the channel cats, and hopefully you can pick up while you got some rods down there on the bottom for the channel cats. I try to keep a float rod in my hand and try to pick up on, because you can get the smallmouth buffalo down there too off the bridge also. So we'll try to hit that up tonight. We'll hit the bridge spot up, see what we can grab out of there, depending on what kind of, I don't know what kind of peaks we're going to get here. We'll probably have to bounce around, and since it doesn't cost anything, we'll just stay in the peak times. There's no sense in fishing off peak when it doesn't cost anything. We'll just bounce around, make sure we're always on a peak. That way we'll have fun tonight. Wow. So that's kind of the bait you want to bring along. Believe it or not, I mean, besides the bass and the grass pickerel, you can use lures in here. The crappie will bite on lures. Bluegill will bite on lures. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So make sure you bring some light stuff. You got your lures up there. I'm gonna have to oil them buttons. It's like you have to push them twice or something. The casting spoons, real good, of course, for the bass that are in there, and also the grass pickerel is a casting spoon. Your bass jigs, light stuff though, little stuff, grubs, that works kind of fine. Take a bass jig, tip it with a grub, there you are. All right, narrow spoon works real good on this waterway. Spinners. I use a lot, and now I'll probably use it tonight. I'll put it on there. I'm bringing gear. It's 8 pound gear, but it's still, you got a 1/4 ounce bottom end limit, 1/4 ounce to 3/4, with the spinning rod that I'm bringing, and some of these spinners that I like to use are like 1/5, 1/8. They're less than a 1/4. Don't let the game scare you off with that, because it's just going to shorten your cast up a little bit. I mean, again, who wants to be fishing at 200 feet out? It's not good for anything. I mean, why throw it that far? It's just insane. Number one, the more line you got out, the harder it is to set a hook. Now, I'm not talking about Fishing Planet. It's pretty much all the same with Fishing Planet. But realize that when you're out there with 100 feet of line, the amount of stretch that's in that line to get a good hook set. And that's where you come into it, a point where you fight these fish for a couple of minutes and they come up and tail dance on you and spit that hook on you. It's because if you're fishing that far out, you're never. And then if you got fluorocarbon or that just stretches, you're in trouble. You'll miss a lot of fish. You'll miss a lot of fish if that's what you're doing and you've got mono out of, that's why I run mostly braid again and run leader, fluorocarbon leaders. It's that stretch thing. Fish close to yourself. You don't need, if there's fish all the way over there, take your boat over there, walk along the shore over there. And sometimes you can't get to that spot. All right. Through the woods, you're just not going to get to that spot without a boat. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about that over there. What else on the lures? That's about it. Spinners, and we might as well go over there. What time is it? Yeah, it's time to do that. It's halfway through. All right, we got this up. Turn that up. Go over there. Turn. There we go. That looks a little better. All right. So sticks. Let's start it. I might as well start at the bottom. I always like to start at the bottom. My lightweight stuff. Of course, all this is lightweight now. But tomahawk, guys. This here again is it's a 6 pound. They just made it 6.1 instead of 6. It's the Telefloat 21.3, and it's got a Callisto XS 1400 on it. Not the greatest stick engine there set up, but it all matches. It's 5.95. It's got 6 friction count on it. So, and what did I stick on here for string? I got the 6 pound test. So I'm running 6 pound test on this guy. Now I brought my stick. Now this of course came in a DLC. Where did I build that? Here. All right. Now this is the stick. Telefloat 21.3, 2 to 6. Now, I run an Inspire Slim 2500 on there. It's a 6.4 engine, but the recovery, 31.5 versus 23.5. And I'm going cheap. I just run 6 pound on here. Just 6 pound fluoro, straight up. Don't need no lead or anything like that. So, it's a small stick. So, and I'm kind of anxious to see, because on this one here, I'm running mono. 6 pound mono straight up with this 595 on here. We'll see how they go. All right. Slot number 2, of course, is everybody that's seen any of my videos or run with me at all, fish with me at all. This is one of my favorite sticks in the game. The OmniFloat 1410, a small match rod. As far as the pan fish go, anything up to 10 pounds, I could say 10 pound and under, this stick will handle it. So I got 7.5 pound stick there. We've got the Crucian Hunter 4000, 7.7 pound on the engine, and I'm running probably 8, as I do, 8 pound mono straight up. And that'll work for this stick. Not a problem. And you take this stick everywhere. This stick works on the Congo. It works everywhere. That's what I said. It's every waterway has small fish that you got to deal with. All right, Mike. Yeah, every fish has a waterway, and every waterway has a fish. Let me tell you. But there you go. This stick, you buy this stick, beef it up like this. You will carry it with you all the time. You use it on every waterway. Now I swap it out a lot if I don't. Nowadays I'm fishing bigger, heavier waters, heavier fishing, and I'm trying to cut down on some of my poles I bring. So I bring more or less. I've combined this into a flipping stick instead of bringing, the lightweight flipping stick and an OmniFloat. I kind of bring 10 to 13 pound flipping stick and I got rid of the OmniFloat, bump my stuff up, because I could handle the 13 pound flipping stick will handle everything this stick ever did. So it'll do it. And the 23 footers will get out there. You can cast them almost as far. So it's kind of the type of fishing you want to do for the day. That's how I look at it at this point. All right, slot 3. Here's my spinning rod for this is all you need here for Lone Star. The value spin 8.6. This is a sweet little setup. He's 8 pound, 7.5 pound. I consider it 8 pound. This is 8 pound gear. So this is what I'm saying. You got 1/4 ounce to 3/4 ounce on this, which makes it kind of cool. Very versatile stick. And if you look down there in these small range spinning rods, not all of them give you this ability. That's what's nice about the value spin. And you can throw this Crucian Hunter 4000 on there, so he's a 7.7. So that's real nice, real close, right in there. The Crucian Hunters, the other thing I don't like about the Crucian Hunter is, it's a 6 count on the friction count, but you get a 30-inch recovery on that. A lot of those other reels in that neck of the woods at that weight, you don't get that recovery. It's more in the 20s. And in the 20s isn't bad for if you're working surface lures, but when it comes to retrieving fish or trout, you want something with a higher recovery. I can always slow my retrieve down, but I want to be able to really yank and have good retrieve. Okay, so that's kind of how I got this set up, and I got 7.5 pound braid on this. Now, they get me here at Fishing Planet because if you're running this low a braid, there is no fluorocarbon leader. It's 5.5. I think you have to go down to 5. That's mono leader. I think it's 5. 5 or 6. I can't remember now. Buck, what do you got here? Let's go to leaders and see what it is. What do they got for leaders? Fluorocarbon. This is what gets you. Fluorocarbon 7.9 is your fluorocarbon leader, which I have on there. I'm running 7.5 braid with 7.9. It's a tough configuration to get the leader that you want to get it to match up, because I want to run braid. Very rarely do I ever run fluorocarbon on a spinning rod, and never do I run fluorocarbon on a bait caster. But in the game here, we're forced to do things we don't always like to do. Okay, so I'm bringing a bait caster for tonight. Again, the value cast 6.6. 1/4 ounce to 1 ounce. You could throw 1 ounce on here. Yeah, it says, oh, you're going to do damage. No, you're not. It's 1/7. Don't worry about that. You can throw 1 ounce on there. You're not going to break that stick. 1/4 ounce to 6/7 ounce. All right. I run an Attorney 3000 on it. He's got a 9-pound stick, 8.8 pound engine on there. That's kind of cool. Friction counts are 6. It's okay for a bait. Right? And then I'm running, again, 8-pound braid on this one. So we're cool there with probably 7.9 fluorocarbon. Got him rigged up with the trophy bass jig, 1/2 ounce, 4/0 for right now, which is a little big for this lake, but I'm going to see how he works out for that bass. I prefer more in the 3/0 to 2 to 3/0 for this lake, but I don't use this lure very much. I want to see how it works. I'm gonna try and just nick it up like this, and then probably gonna throw a worm on the back end of them even a little bit, and just see how it works tonight. So we'll try that out. Now, if you notice here, I have the SC because this stick comes in the Lucky Start pack, or you can get that combo, the Lucky Start, whatever that combo was I just talked about. It gets you the Dragon Pack and the Lucky Start pack all together. This stick comes in there. Now, what I do is I use this stick, but I didn't like the reel that they put in here with the SE. It comes with a smaller reel. So I just I use the stick because of the durability. I like the durability aspect of the SE stuff. Naturally, I want to. If I have. That's why we're set up there. Now, 5, I brought a lightweight bottom rod. This is our Creek Pro 910. He's 7 and 8 pound, everything here. You don't need, this is kind of the smallest bottom rod here. I think there might be one that's smaller. Maybe there's a 6-pounder. I'm not sure, but it's a pretty small gear here. So the Creek Pro, 7.5 pound. I got a Crucian Hunter, 7 pound on there. So we're there, and I'm probably running 8 pound fluoro on it all the way up, or do I got a leader? What'd you put on here? Fluoro leader, 7.9. Okay, that's what we're running. So at this point, when you're talking this small of fish, don't get so worried if your numbers don't jive. Get everything as solid as you can. You'll have good. You'll see. The fish aren't that big, so it's not like they're gonna beat up your reels. You'll see it coming. You have a long time. You got a long time. All right, Buck. Where are we at here? We look good. And of course, like I said, in the 6th spot, I just brought another my rendition of the tomahawk here. So we'll see how that works out. And what do I leave in 7? Oh, that's just some McConzie in there from last week or so. So we'll leave him stuck in there. We got no reason for him. All right, this looks pretty good. That's my setup. What did you miss from sitting up there, Buck? Did you get anything up there? The lures we talked about, the worms, everything. I think you covered everything, buddy. All right, folks. Mike up. I'll see you in a half. Bump that like button on your way out, right next to the light switch. We appreciate it. Never ever give up the fight, folks. We'll see you next weekend. I'll be back at 8 o'clock here with Fishing with Buck. But the bait shop, we'll be back next. Later.